ever impressive crit IO.
Lane, which is the case for Slaughter a lot of times.
Looking at the bottom lane, MSS is calling for that Sunstrike. It doesn't look like he's getting it. I don't know if it got used elsewhere. Universe just backing away. And MSS ever so low. Even turns around for one last hit. Universe, oh, threatening. He gets up the battle hunger. MSS, not like that. I don't think that was in the anime script, but the Sunstrike to counter it. It's Universe's turn to feed. Oh, man.
Really depending on MSS to get a pretty good Blink Dagger timing.
Oh, that blink call from Universe, though. Relocate coming in hot. Speaking about delaying the blink dagger, they're going to get him with the Shadow Word. The Frost Arrow's not particularly high level, only 2, but it's enough for the first kill, and now they're going to snowball it into 2. A chop from Universe secures it.
Yeah, the drop porting up to top with the Universe, so continuing to just kill MSS, or at least try to.
Oh, good call from Universe. Another chop, another kill. He's suddenly 4-1. Crit comes in from behind, just relocating himself in without anybody next to him, but it's enough for a follow-up kill. The rock is dropped, and then Envy all of a sudden might go down here. He's low to the Fatal Bonds. Looks like he should survive this.
They let them take the Drow, and then they picked Ogre and Nature's Prophet and just like aggro trialing them, and so, you know, punishing their weaknesses. You can see EG really prepared for these games.
Uh-oh. Well, this could be bad for the Sven. He does have access to God Strength. The cast comes out. It's far too late. The Blade Mail chop just goes right through all that armor from the Warcry. They'll collect 2 kills here. Envy, well, he managed to TP out, and he's going to go straight for Roshan, site of some...
Little bit, and giving a nice boost of gold, so...
And the Shadow Blade will be picked up by the Draw Ranger. They really want to flex their map control muscle, EG do. Owie? Getting there. The Echo Saber under construction. The Blink Dagger reveals Sunstrike makes Sumail go splat. Big pickup there. And then the Centaur dominated creep is going to be microed beautifully as they try to bring down the Axe, but he will be brought back to the well. The IO might just be sacrificing itself for the greater good here. We'll have to see. No, they want to fight this. They got the Rock. They're bringing in Universe. He already TP'd himself back to mid, but the IO gets caught. The Rock gets dropped. Look for the call. It's on 2. Blade Mail available as well. Will be activated, but Envy able to disengage. Still holds the Aegis. SVG most likely will be going down. Can they at least save the Invoker? That's the question. The Fatal Bonds. Oh, it's going to crack the Aegis, and they're also going to get that kill to the north. And now onto Owie. Universe. He's got bloodlust in his eyes. Only seeing red. The amp damage comes out from Slardar as Universe was getting into position. So they're going to find a free relocate kill on the comeback. It looks like. Dust gets popped. They really want Arteezy, but no, they're going to jump on a crit. He just gets blown up, and now the Golem's there. They thought it was an easy trap to be sprung, but it's actually an EG trap, and they're the ones sprinting it. Stormbolt's there, but Sumail kept alive for the time being by crit with the overcharge. The tether doing work. They isolate and will bring down the Sven. Now EG surging into the NP base. I mean, that just looked like a free IO, and it was anything but, and they're not even done yet. They'll get off the cask on Universe, but Arteezy silver edging after them. He's in striking distance.
And having plenty to chase after the heroes and get the pull off onto the Invoker.
Well, I think he might have thought they were in the woods, and in fact, they're just coming, but they nail them with the scan. This could get ugly for EG. They don't really have anyone back behind them. Is there going to be a corresponding dire scan? They find that Blink Crush. Initiation's there. Surprise, motherfucker! And EG lose 2 just like that. Holy shit.
Make sure that it relocate or TP out. And getting a couple pickup kills, that's the kind of stuff that MP needs to get back in this game, so...
Meanwhile, Sumail, well, starting to go hard in the paint. They may have found 2 kills top and 1 on a Drow, but just as quickly they'll lose Owie. Sunstrike. Well, he gets the creep. But
his first 2 core items.
Gonna take the Aegis, and MSS there a bit too late. Universe going for the blink call. It's gonna miss, but he just dives straight onto Envy. He gets stunned, focused, but that overcharge doing so much work to keep him alive. He goes in deeper. The crush comes through at the same time. The Yules throws Sumail up into the air. Owie stunned, still cooling down. This leaves a very sad and rather relatively immobile Witch Doctor on the backlines, who's quickly dealt with. They do manage to bring down the IO as the trade. Envy goes in Viz. He sneaks out. And Sumail continues pursuit. There's the second drop. Welcome to Space Jam Episode 2. God, I wish they would make a good sequel to that movie, but yeah, 3 heroes down. Slardar hits the deck, and support PA really not having much of an impact. Make it 4 as Sumail will find Envy on the high ground. They had an Ob Sentry combo, and that prompts a GG. He's like, Bloodstone, suicide. I'll die with you, Envy. EG, still looking like kings of the castle here in North America. I think Alk matches up well in general against NP's draft. Oh, Jesus. As they will move in with the creeps, have the ever-brilliant Hadouken. So they'll bring down the wave with these, combine that with the cleave, and Aoi already cutting the wave. They're going to find Universe. He TP'd in, but there's a lot of units surrounding him. He's going to start to spin here with the call. Goes in onto SVG, who's been tanking tower. Does not have a point in the attendance yet. Might even go down. Universe is like, I got to get something out of this, but the first blood to Aoi.
He spun. What?
Oh, that was close. Ench almost down to that. I think this was scouted when they walked up the ramp. As I say that, the cold snap, it's been a while since they moved up that ramp. He's going to commit the ultimate here to try and survive. The crush comes through, it connects on two, prevents Universe from giving the back. This is a crit moving in, he does drop a ward. He's pretty far out though. He doesn't have a point in repel yet. Sunstrike comes in, bop, got him. And now we're gonna look for Zai as well with the tether already committed. Well, MSS, you said not the fastest level 6, but suddenly he's been given 1 kill, gifted a second. Envy on a double kill and killing spree can look to punish him. Speaking of punish, it's straight back to the top lane. It's right on to crit again. The Omni Knight picked off once more as quickly as he comes back into the game. He's down for the count. EG hemorrhaging kills. It's only 8 minutes in. That was the first rock of the game. And I'm checking out support levels here. You've got a level 6 Warlock walking around. Meanwhile, Io's 4 and Omni is 3. And Sumail is about to be dead again. God Strength committed. Creeps are there. He can't even bring down Envy. This game is crumbling. Crit tries to scare Aoi away with the self-repel, but the Rogue Knight is not afraid. He just starts hammering away at the tower, has the God Strength ready. No Alk stacks that he can go easily steal, it looks like, but towers, they ain't going anywhere. Aoi's going to take this one. Last hit to him. Echo Saber up. Already Alacrity online, and there's a crush. Follow-up Sunstrike. Stormbolt's there. Chopping off of his head. NP just try it being straight down the middle lane, and EG not really home to defend it. If they are home, that might mean they're dead. Amp damage is going to give them plenty of vision of Zai, who's extremely low. Sumail does manage to complete the armlet, and they also get the blink on Axe. They're going to need this first blink reveal to be something special because they are under immense duress already. Sunstrike, crush, and the rock. It even hits Universe right when he's about to blink in and potentially go for a call. So they don't find anything. They commit the... Well, not even the relocate, excuse me, just the rotation on Zai to come into the middle lane.
These fights actually can go EG's way if they get the jump in these fights. They need to
as you say that, Caster's Curse has struck you too. It gets scanned. And they are going to potentially look for a turnaround here. Aoi jumping right in. He immediately lops off Zai's head. The Golem comes through and all hell breaks loose. EG on the run. Well, you talk about getting the jump. That is not the kind of jump that EG had in mind. Oh no, Sumail won't make it out either. NP, 13-2 now. This is getting out of hand. Oh, Artor has no TP here.
Go another wave.
Crit already went down elsewhere while this was happening, and then a Sunstrike. That's 4 dead around the map. They even found the Omni in the river. NP, GG.
Wow.
You know, Arteezy called it, man. Arteezy knew. He said GG, go next when the game began, and I think he was trolling a little bit, but maybe he didn't like the draft. NP, though, they certainly loved it. Lifestealer versus Eng. Someday I'll get Google Fiber, but until then, at least I have Fios. See, MSS getting off the stun here on Sumail. And they are going to duke it out a bit in the river. The Oracle nuke comes through, and it looks like MSS is your first blood. Arteezy happily chews him up.
Starts to become worse and worse. People don't die to those ganks as much. They start to understand the Nexus rotations better.
Well, speaking of dying to gank, someone's going to potentially die to this one. Sunstrike comes in, but it is split pretty well. EG were a little late to the party, so the Ancients do get cleaned up. I believe every single one going to that Sven with the Tombstone there to tank it. And now MSS moves in, but there's a Sentry. They might see him coming. I think they just got vision of him. Crit's in a lot of trouble, though. MSS going to focus him down, gets the Vendetta, and just needs this appeal, and he nails it. Juked left then right and ended up just going straight. So, an easy grab there for Arif. Now the move onto Zai with the cold snap. The Hadouken, a quick pop. It's another takedown, and the Ancients all to NP. He's off pushing the bottom lane safely, so MSS again delivering, and I just can't believe they don't have a Sentry Ward mid at this point, honestly. Now the blink call, moving on to Aoi, dragging him back. Universe there, good initiation. Is the follow-up going to come through? Arteezy gets to work with the open wounds. Aoi He doesn't have the God Strength any longer. That's the dunk, and it might be the first of multiple as they turn to kill up that tombstone. Universe now will have access to the blink, the call as well, onto Envy. Backup is lacking. It's just a simple decay. It's not good enough. And they will find the kill, but Envy, while that was happening, did Sunstrike the IO, so makes it a 1-for-1 there. Even just decent base stats on the OD, and as that tower falls, EG straight onto the Ancients, but there is going to be a contest here. Sunstrike coming in will hit Arteezy. He's still fairly healthy. MSS straight into the fray, a 2-hero stun, and now they rush forward. 1437 going for the decay. A decent one, Stormbolt there, but a defensive banish activated. Aui's the Echo Saber ready to unload. Our Universe gets preemptively kept alive by the false promise, but that means Arteezy has no heal, has no help, but perhaps it's worth it though with the blink, the call, the double dunk, and looking to make it a triple. Universe brings it down. 3 heroes have fallen. 1437 up to the high ground. He too will melt. Oh, that false promise paying dividends now. It's a team wipe, I believe, for EG after the banish. It will be. Plop goes the Bambi and the Ancients also to EG. Pushing out this top lane. The Centaur galloping ahead as a forward scout. The Forward Spirits bringing up the rear. And they will go deeper. It looks like they found 1437, isolating him. He was de-warding. He drops a gem. And now he comes in. He wants to quickly deal with Zai, who wanted to maybe scoop it up. Not going to happen, but he pays with his own life. The BKB not done just yet. And now MSS is going to be next on the list. That's 3. They're looking for a 4th. They likely find him too. SVG, no way out. Surrounded and pounded. He will go down. Universe rims that one out, but he doesn't need to dunk when a simple alley-oop will do. They're not going to push down the top lane just yet, but they're really controlling the map well. Now turning onto the Undying. They'll banish him as well. And when he comes back, it's into a world of pain. Sumail plus 20 in and rising. Tombstone committed. Oh, they've even got an AC down, but from the rear comes MSS. He might be able to clean these heroes up. Self-banish, trying to buy a little time. The blink call, decent from Universe, does isolate the Invoker. Can they focus him down, though? The orbs come in. There's the initial tornado, and now the chase forward. Trying to keep that Outward Devourer under control.
And, winning the game off of that. But Aoi drawing the exact line that he thought they were going to run, and them countering this out, and they actually would take a fight.
Uh-oh. Oh, did I jinx him? Immediately gets caught by an Echo Saber Angry Sven, and there's the gem. All right, well, Shadowblade not paying off that time, and they even brought in more reinforcements. Sumail caught, stunned by a Centaur, quickly gets to work with the Hurricane Pike, and the relocate back. Little Houdini action from EG brings them back to the bottom lane. They'll immediately push here, but already Nyx coming in with the Rage committed. Oh, a beautiful stun from the Nyx Assassin. MSS going in deep for this. Arteezy's got to be careful. He does not have a Rage, but he does have Aegis. Hammer gets dropped on the rear lines and brings down MSS. Sumail, Blink getting canceled here, but he wants to chase this. He finds Eternal Envy, Hurricane Pike. Only 5 seconds to go. Does get slightly slowed down there, but he's ultimately still going to lose his life. Eternal Envy, that's his 3rd death of the game, but his 1st in a long time. Is EG. I mean, just when you think, like, all right, NP's going to have a good fight.
Gonna lose 2 sets of racks off of that.
Just like that, the game might be spiraling out of reach for Team NP. They've given EG a good run. Perhaps they lose Sumail here. Oh, nice false promise. The banish, though, preventing him from getting out of range, and the Carapace stun. They actually save him. Zai with the godly IO plays, combining with crit, and crit, well, he's going to pay for that one, but it comes with a turn as they jump straight onto the Sven. Again, not getting off the BKB. It's 10 seconds, just passively sitting in his inventory, doing nothing for him. No buyback. A minute on the sidelines now. The meatball marking where NP once stood. Want some hot sauce for that, NB? We've got it for you, says Arteezy. He'll pour all kinds of hot sauce over him. But I think that was a little more than what Envy had in mind, and the spice is going to settle very uncomfortably into his innards. That's the game, EG. They take it 2-1. With this win, EG, they move to the grand finals. They'll have a best-of-5 showdown